Alright guys, it's your boy Shade and Trades here with another video. Let's talk about the stock market as a whole. I'm going to go over exactly what I'm looking to buy and exactly what levels. There's going to be opportunity here with everything pulling back. You guys have seen already, multiple times you've seen the stock likes to come down nice and cheap and then it pulls back in the downtrend. Much like an uptrend, it pulls back, you buy the dip, it keeps going up, you make lots of money. In the downtrend, well, it just keeps going down, unfortunately. But those pullbacks, there was like stocks going 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%, 80%. And this is a bear market. Just imagine what's going to happen in a bull run. So don't sell too early on the good ones. I'm going to go over exactly what I'm looking to buy and then what, all the other opportunities out there. Because I just can't be buying every single stock. It's too much. So let's go over with SNTG, Centage. Very risky stock. It's from China, so don't expect much other than what China stocks like to do is they kind of just go quiet like this, right? And then they have a big explosion. So very high risk and very high reward. As you can see, it's got several runs to $3 to $4 from where it's at right now. So it's up to you if you want to take the risk. This one is a buy. I would wait for at least 168 to get in and then take profit at, you can either flip it at $2 or wait for the next big run to $3 plus. So there's a lot of potential here for some easy money and for some easy money to lose. So I suggest buying down here and you get at least a good risk to reward ratio. Like you can make some, easily over 50% if it has another big run, which it has a history of doing so. You just got to sit on it for months though. Again, high risk, high reward. There's your levels, there's your support, and there's the amount you stand to make. And the amount you stand to lose, of course, I would set a stop loss at like 1.60. So you would stand to lose about 6%, 7%. So pretty good risk to reward here. Either you lose 7% or you make 50% on the next big pop. That's some good R&R right there. That's what you're looking for. Not I lose 50% or make 10%. So Centage, high risk, high reward for the degenerates. Silver, I'm never buying silver again, I guess. But silver, I don't got anything to say. No, it's not a buy. I'm not paying that much for silver. Gold, hell no. It's nowhere near the 200 WMA. Neither is silver. So those are it's not a buy. It's not cheap. We'd be paying a premium for it because we're buying way above that 200 WMA. So silver and gold not a buy right now. ARKB follows Bitcoin. It's a Bitcoin ETF. It follows Bitcoin. I would say it's too expensive. It's 86 a piece. You can just buy Riot or Mara stock or CLSK or the many BitF. There's so many other Bitcoin mining stocks or stocks that follow Bitcoin's movement that you can just make more percentage wise. So ARKB is a no for me. Stag. This one's a buy when it comes back down to like 34 and under. And then you swing trade it back to the 200 WMA. We've been doing this since it started coming down here. And then we just took profit here. And then it came back under and we took profit here, rinse and repeat, right? So this one is a buy at around 30. We have support right. We have support right here. So around 34 and your target would be the 200 WMA. So there you go. So you stand to make what? No stop loss for this. That's completely unnecessary. But you stand to make about 5%. But you'll also be making money off of the dividends you'd be collecting as well. Monthly dividends. So the longer you hold it, the more dividends you collect. But also you make the gains once it comes back to that 200. So that's what I'm looking for Stag. This is my 100% win rate stock. One of them at least. Stag, very reliable in terms of price movement and always gravitating back to the 200. SPY, that's just a reflection of the market as a whole. AIMD, high risk, high reward, sitting at a bottom here. I would look to buy it around 40 to 45 cents. Stop loss at around 39. So you got a nice little. So let's say you buy at 45 cents. So just 45 cents. And if it has another big pop, man, it can go 25 to 50%. But your stop loss would be at what, 0.39. So you stand to lose 12%, or you make 24%. About. So that's a nice 1 for 2 right there. And if this one really gets going, I mean, you can make a lot of money. Again, high risk, high reward. Just letting you know, I'm not going to take a trade like this. Never. It's too high risk, too high reward for me. I'll take the guaranteed easy money on Stag or Nvidia or many other stocks out there. So not for me, but there are people who are degenerates and love these kinds of plays. So I just gave you everything you need to know on that one. Shrug, I don't know about this one, man. This one is just, it's a money maker. It always comes down nice and cheap. No one wants it, and then it gets moving. So another high risk, high reward play. I would look to buy as close to 30. Let me see. Where's yeah? Yeah, I would wait for 30. If you can scoop shares at 35 cents, that's what I would look for. 35 cents. 35 cents, and you can swing it even just for a little pop here, 18%. So buy at 35 cents, stop loss at 0.31. That's what I would do. So either you lose, yeah, that's kind of a 1 for 1. So either you lose about 14% and you'll make 18%. And if it has a big move, if it does make a big move, you stand to make, obviously, like, your risk reward goes up even higher. So if it gets like another big move here. It always gets rejected at the 200, as you can see. So if it makes a big move, it'll probably come back as far as like 50 cents. So your risk reward is either 1 for 1 or 1 for, 3? Yeah, almost 1 for 4. So there you go. There's everything you need to know about Shrug. Another high risk, high reward play that I would never touch. QQQ, I'm not. No, that's nothing. Although puts, if this cross under happens, I mean, the last time we got a cross under, we just fell. So maybe some puts here to 473, maybe 465. I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm gonna. I'm just, you know what? I pretend I didn't say anything. But maybe there's some puts play there. It looks like there's a play for puts there. QTUM, a reflection of the quantum computing stocks. When this comes down here, if it comes down, if it breaks below 77 and it comes back down to like 72, 73 here, that means the quantum computing stocks are at a discount, and that's a good opportunity. So keep an eye on the quantum ETF. If that one gets cheap, then you know the quantum computing stocks are cheap too. So look out for this level here, 75 and under. That means your quantum stocks, whatever your favorite one is, LAES, QBTS, QUTM, all those quantum computing stocks, RGTI, IonQ, they're probably cheap. So because they follow one another. So keep an eye on this one and see if it breaks down lower. Quantum computing stocks not a buy just yet. Let's see if it comes down lower, because we want to get it cheap. Mara stock is a buy at 12. I think that's, very obvious bottom here. Whether it holds or not, that's a whole other thing. But this one, no stop loss. As you can see, this one comes down nice and cheap, and then it always goes way above that purple line, right? It always goes way above it to 20, 30, and 35. And then it comes down nice and cheap again. Big pump, big dump, big pump, big dump, and rinse and repeat. So might as well take advantage of that longer term volatility. And so you want to buy it right now. Like right now, it's doing what it's always done. It gets real cheap. No one wants it. When it's real cheap, here, and here we are again. Time to take advantage. And I would hold for at least $20 minimum, but probably shoot for 30, because it always comes back up here to close to 30. So that one's easy. That's a different strategy, of course. No stop loss needed, because we're trading the 200 WMA and we're trading the longer term volatility. As you can see on the weekly, it's much more clear and obvious what's happening here. It's going to take time though, because we're looking at the weekly. So it's going to be months before you get to make the big bucks. MSTR, I'm not gonna. Might make a good short opportunity on puts. The last time this crossed under on the MACD, just big red candle. So, and we're in a bear market, so the cross under is very reliable. You want to probably try to day trade it when it crosses under the MACD, because you're going to have sellers on your side pushing down the stock. And if this cross under happens, it's probably happening across the market as a whole, so everything's probably coming down. So there's potential here. If this drops, it'll drop to like 300, possibly even under. because that's where we have support. So might be a good short opportunity. Just that's what I'm saying. If that cross under happens, so this is like a MACD strategy, and you want to use the smaller time frame, the 3-minute time frame, to buy your put on the smaller time frame on a cross under. So a cross under happens, you buy in. If there's strength in the move, it will go lower. There was no strength today. It was just kind of going sideways and choppy, which that sucks. So you don't want to be day trading, shorting those positions, those kinds of days. But a day like this, where it crosses under on the MACD here and it just tanks the rest of the day, that's what you're looking to capture, and that's why you want to wait to trade the most optimal conditions, which would be in this case the MACD cross under on the higher time frame, indicating that we're probably going to sell off for the rest of the day. So that's what I'm looking at. Doesn't mean I'm going to take a trade there. I'm just studying this strategy more than anything, because it's not my strategy. It's a member from the Discord made this strategy for MSTR, for shorting it. It's a weird strategy. I don't know what he does. We're going to have to get into a call and talk about it. But there's something there. He has something there. Riot stock, same thing as Mara. Over the long term, you see, this is the weekly chart. So keep in mind, when I say over the long term, I mean it's going to be a while before we go back to like 15 or 20. But as you can see, over the long term, pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, dump, pump, dump. So you want to buy when it's nice and cheap down here. I'm looking for $6 to $7, and maybe I'll add some for a flip. But yeah, we would expect this to come down nice and cheap, and then it comes way back above that purple line. Again, this is the weekly chart. It's gonna be a while, my friends. But when it comes back up above $10, you can start selling it for your nice 50% plus, depending on when you bought in. So same thing, same exact thing as Mara stock. So we're playing the 200 WMA strategy. So you're starting to see, like, I have different strategies for different stocks. Shopify too expensive, and there's just better stocks that are around the same price. So like you might as well just buy Nvidia at that point. Although I like Shopify, don't get me wrong, but not at 100. RK SMH. So this is the semiconductor ETF. You can see it's getting ready to come down lower. So if we come down lower tomorrow, look at that cross under might even happen. Puts tomorrow maybe if that cross under is successful. Puts tomorrow. Tomorrow if we drop, I mean, Nvidia's going to go to like 105 again. So it's going to be fun, guys. This is nothing more than opportunity to buy these massive discounts. Look at this candle here, green, and then it just closed up. It's barely holding on here. So we should see semiconductors get nice and cheap. Nvidia specifically at 100 again. And we'll see if it holds. I'll be buying some Nvidia and SoundHound tomorrow. That's the game plan for me. So Nvidia and SoundHound, I will be buying those if they drop back to if Nvidia drops to 105, SoundHound's going to drop to like $8. So I will be scooping those two. For sure, I'm buying those two. I love those two. Palantir, you can see it's even in a bear market, this one is still above the 200. So I don't think it's a buy. Wait for it to come down to the 200 at least. You'll be buying it at 70, so at $20 cheaper. And if you've been following this channel, you see how it pays dividends to wait for it to come down to the purple line at least, to the 200 moving weighted moving average. The suckers that bought at 125, boo-hoo for them, right? They don't know this strategy, so they always buy expensive. UEC, same thing as Mara and Riot stock. Over the long term, it just kind of fluctuates between $4 and $8. So wait for this to come down under 5, in my opinion. And I'll probably look to buy if it comes down to 4, for sure. We'll see, though. Again, I'm trying not to be all over the place. But Nvidia and SoundHound, I am buying those. Those are definitely top tier for me. BBAI, BBAI, as you'll notice a pattern. A lot of stocks are coming back down to their support. So if you want to scoop shit, I think BBI just start accumulating it. When we get another contract, it's gonna pop. We've seen this several times already, over and over again. Look at this. So just start accumulating it. This is one of those you accumulate and you're playing the catalyst, and the catalyst is it's gonna get another contract. You're also using the 200 WMA strategy as well. It's under the 200 WMA. It's at a massive discount from highs. It's a buy. So it's a combination of catalyst trading and 200 WMA trading. So it's a combination there. HIMS, wait for it to come down under the 200 WMA. SoundHound, I already told everyone in the Discord to set a buy limit order for $8. Because we don't want to be like that Seblu guy who bought the top. Let's buy nice and cheap at around $8. The crossover might happen as well tomorrow, which would mean we're gonna get a sell off tomorrow and come down nice and cheap, like across the markets, is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of stocks getting ready to cross under, which means we could get a sell off tomorrow. So SoundHound, I'm buying at 8 and under. RR Rich Tech Robotics here, trying to hold on here at support. I would wait for it to come down to the purple line and under. You get a massive discount from highs at $5. And here it pumped from 137 to 2. I mean, look at that. You wait for the 200 WMA, you make a lot of money. It's difficult to lose when you wait for that purple line on good companies with potential or established companies. Just to be clear, it's not going to work on trash. So RR, a buy at the purple line and under. Color had good earnings, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see if this is just going to be a short-lived pop, or if it's just going to come back to support here on earnings and then just drop anyways. Yeah, it got rejected at 185 in after hours. Surprise, surprise, it got rejected like literally here. So we might just get a triple top and we dump anyways. So we'll see. We'll see if this pop is short-lived or if it's going to go higher to $2 or if it just goes nowhere. We'll see what happens. But usually in a bear market, when a stock has good earnings, which I'm surprised, we usually don't move on earnings for color stock, but hey, we like a good surprise. They're performing well. They've had no negative news and they just keep getting contracts. So kind of like BBAI, every time just buy at the 200 and under, and when the contracts come in, it pops, take your 30, 50, 25%, whatever the case may be. It's really that easy. So this is another one where you trade using the 200 WMA to get in nice and cheap at a massive discount from highs, and you wait for the contracts. So it's a kind of, again, a combination of the 200 WMA and catalyst trading. APLD, I have not bought this one, or did I? I think I did and I flipped it. Yeah, I think I flipped it if I recall. I would wait, like again, the market as whole kind of looks like it wants to come down cheaper. So I would just wait to see if it drops down to $5. And then I'll reassess and see if I buy. Because I did buy and flipped it. Because I figured we would come down. So we'll see if I buy again. But SoundHound and NVIDIA are my top. Those are number one. And Stag. Everything else, it's like, I can't be adding HIMS, BBAI, Palantir, like MST. I can't be playing like 20 different stocks. Like it's better to just focus on one or two or three. But, if you have a basket of like 20 stocks, it's like, how are you even keeping track of that, bro? So APLD, wait for that one at 5. Rigetti, as I was just saying, the quantum computing ETF is showing us that we're probably going to come down cheaper. So I would wait for it to come down at least to 7 and under. And yeah, so this pullback is nothing more than opportunity, in my opinion. Bitcoin itself, who cares? Bitcoin, I guess if you like buying crypto, Bitcoin right now is at a discount. Every time it goes under that purple line, it's nothing but a discount, and then it runs huge in the next cycle. Discount runs huge in the next cycle. Discount runs huge, like rinse and repeat. This one's like NVIDIA. This is one of the good ones in terms of it just keeps going up year over year. Any red year is nothing more than opportunity for the next big pump. This is why I've been saying try not to sell too soon on the good ones. It's okay to flip some, but on the good ones like NVIDIA, you don't want to be selling that too soon because you're just going to kick yourself when we go in the bull run. All right, guys, that's it. This is not short and sweet. This is not. I thought that was gonna. I was trying to keep it like under 10 minutes, but it is what it is, guys. Just be patient, be disciplined. You're learning. Some of you joined the stock market when everything was, having its last hurrah. So you're about to learn how to take advantage of bear markets, and you already know how bull markets work. Everything just keeps going up, and it's easy money, right? So if you can make money in bear markets, man, when the bull market comes around, you're gonna be like, damn, is it really this easy? I just buy and it goes up. So pat yourself on the back if you're making money in a bear market. It's not easy. I'm doing the 100% win rate challenge on NVIDIA. It's not easy. I have to time the pullbacks in the downtrend. So I'll make another video going over the 100% win rate challenge. But anyways, just be patient, be disciplined. It pays. You've seen that already. I'll see you guys in the next one.